Equivalent fractions are just fractions that represent the same point on a number line. You see here my number line. Here's 0, here's 1 whole, and we know that this number line is broken into fourths. I have 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4. We also know that this number line has 4 equal sections. The unit fraction, of course, is fourths. There's our 1/4. There's another unit fraction, 1/4, 1/4, and 1/4. Now, as we just said, equivalent fractions are fractions that represent the same point on a number line. So if we take that same number line, this is 1 whole. Let's say this represents a candy bar. If I take that candy bar that was initially cut into fourths, and I cut that candy bar into eighths, same size candy bar, but now it is cut into eighths, we know that there are more pieces, but the pieces are smaller. So now we've got 1/8. There's another eighth, which 1/8 and 1/8 is 2/8, so on and so forth. Another eighth, another eighth, another eighth, another eighth, another eighth, another eighth, all the way to 8/8, which is our whole. Up here, of course, we had 4/4, which was our whole. So how can I know what my equivalent fractions are? Well, up here at 2/4, that's 2 copies out of the 4. To change this fraction into eighths, if I take each of those unit fractions and I subdivide those unit fractions into equal amounts. In this case, if I want to make it into eighths, how about if I take each unit fraction? We know that this is a unit fraction, right? I'm going to subdivide that one. Here's another unit fraction. I'm going to subdivide it. Now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I have my 8 sections. And 2/4 is the same as 1, 2, 3, 4/8. The same point on that number line has 2 different names. 2/4, which is the same thing as 4/8, which we know that both of those are equivalent to, ready, if our line is in 2 parts, that's the same, of course, as 1/2. Both of those, 2/4 and 4/8, are both different ways to name the fraction 1/2, or 1 part out of 2 total parts.